What's up, friends? I'm Jonathan Miller, and welcome back to Jonathan Miller Music, where we help each other become better artists. Aespa is back with her first full album, Armageddon, surpassing 1.2 million stock pre-orders and launching dual title tracks, Armageddon and Supernova, the latter of which became the fastest girl group song of 2024 to achieve a perfect all-kill on Korean music charts. If you're new to the series, today we're going through Armageddon track by track, and I'll be sharing my thoughts on its productions, track listing, genres and influences, and more in order to see how this album breaks down and comes together. So hit the like button if you enjoy this video, comment down below with your favorite tracks and thoughts about the album, and subscribe so you don't miss my K-pop content in the future. With that out of the way, here's my album review and genre deconstruction of Armageddon by Aespa. Supernova is a fantastic album opener, lead single, and title track. It's super catchy, it's unmistakably Aespa. The production is incredible, it's a grand slam, like always. It's clubby but not alienating. It's cyberpunk futuristic but intriguing and captivating. This song takes EDM, hip-hop, and even a dose of hyperpop and really creates something exciting. Kenzie will be forever a masterclass at her craft. I like the way this song pulls you into the sonics of the album. It's a great preparation track for what's to come. Armageddon is also a great title track. It's different from Supernova to distinguish itself from it, but it's also catchy and larger than life enough to warrant the full promo that K-pop title tracks get. The beginning feels like a throwback to Black Mamba, which is still one of my favorite K-pop debuts of all time, so obviously I loved it. It's like a return to form, except Aespa never really lost their form. So maybe nostalgic is a better word, but feeling nostalgic about anything from 2020 just feels wrong. Whatever, I'm getting distracted and you know what I meant. Like I said in my reaction video, the potential allusion to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang of all things was weird, but K-pop very frequently has a lot of weird, so I guess I'm kind of used to it. It works. It's catchy. I do think Supernova is catchier than Armageddon, but the wordplay of Armageddon is super clever. It's dark, it's futuristic, it's great. Set the Tone begins the first of a couple songs on this record that I wish just had a little bit more of a chorus melody. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of absent feeling choruses. It's just my personal taste. Remember, this video is just my opinion. Yours might be different, and that's perfectly okay. While I can certainly appreciate the experimentation and not doing the same thing every single time, Aespa is a collection of 4 solid vocalists from SM Entertainment. Give me some of the vocals! Now, that being said, the touches of 8-bit and those gorgeous harmonies in the B section leave me perfectly satisfied with this song. I also loved the beat drop callback to Next Level. That gave me a little chuckle and I appreciated that. I like Mine as track 4. It's a nice switch up in rhythm following Set the Tone. It gives us absolutely beautiful vocals in the bridge especially. It feels very Aespa. I like some of the vocal effects they used. It's got nice R&B elements that help highlight Aespa's talent. It's a bit lighter, but it also has those dark overtones that make Aespa Aespa, so it blends really nicely and I like it. Licorice was hooky right away. It's super catchy. I love the way they sing Licorice. The heavy bass sound makes it unmistakably Aespa. It, like Mine, feels both light like spicy, but has those dark elements that let you know that this can only be Aespa. I love the falsetto note towards the end by either Ning Ning or Winter. I just love when Aespa serves us those SM vocals. That dark but light pop melody and grungy dark productions. Licorice is a bop. And you can drop your own bop with DistroKid. DistroKid is one of the best and leading music distributors online, helping independent artists across the globe like you and me get our music up on streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal. For one small yearly price, you can distribute as much music as you want without breaking the bank, and depending on which plan you decide is right for you, you'll also gain access to a whole bunch of additional handy features. DistroKid's got 3 plans for you to choose from depending on your needs and budget. The musician plan lets you upload unlimited songs and lyrics. You'll be able to get verified on Spotify and get access to DistroKid's mobile app. The Musician Plus plan gets you all of that and allows you to get your lyrics synced on Apple Music. You can check out your daily streaming stats. You'll also unlock a bit more customization for your releases, as this plan allows you to choose your custom label name, release date, and iTunes price. The Ultimate plan gets you everything, including access to file sharing, RIAA certification monitoring, as well as Spotify and Apple music monitoring, and more. Get started today and use my special VIP link to save yourself 7% on your first year's membership with DistroKid. Link is in the description. When BAHAMA started playing, it reminded me of The Feels by Twice. Both songs are very summery and bright and progress very similarly. I wouldn't say the song feels out of place on this record, given that this is being released just ahead of summer. And every girl group's gotta have that summer vacation bop, you know what I mean? Like I said before, Kenzie knows how to write a good pop melody, and this is another example in her flawless discography of that. It's like Better Things, but its own song too. And you know what? They're right. We should go to the beach. That actually sounds really nice right now. Long Chat is interesting. I like it, but again, in that first chorus at least, it feels like the music is putting in the work instead of the vocals for the melody. Now, that's not entirely a bad thing per se, because the melodies in the B sections and the bridge surrounding it are just flawless. They are super satisfying. It does remind me a little bit of Life's Too Short, because the fact of the matter is, Aespa does R&B pop with little dark overtones very, very well. And those dark tones can come from a really fuzzy bass or a buzzy synthesizer, or sometimes it's a note combo in the melody. That sort of magic formula always helps this group shine. Also, you know, those high notes made me smile. That's the ear butter I love from SM girl groups. Yay, we got a pop chorus! I like how this R&B pop song follows Long Chat. It's a bit lighter than the first few songs on the album, but again, because of the way the songs are positioned, it doesn't quite feel out of place. There's almost like a sonic ombre the way it fades from dark tones to light tones on this record. I love how this track progresses from section to section. I think it showcases their vocals very well, and anything that makes Aespa's vocals shine is a song that I'm gonna love, because their vocals and their concept are what separate them from their contemporaries in their generation. I absolutely love this one. Speaking of pop choruses, this is a bona fide pop chorus. It's catchy, and I'm sure to other people it's gonna feel very cheesy, but to me, it's addictive. It's a nice dose of traditional for a group that's known to push the boundaries from time to time. It's like mid-2000s pop rock, so it's nostalgic, but also modern. I wish just a few elements from this song had been placed on some of the songs in the first half of the album, like we've had in previous releases. For me, that would have elevated all of those songs just a little bit more, like the strongest song in the album, in my opinion, Supernova. Also, that little post-chorus at the 1 minute and 39 second mark is nothing but ear butter, and I will be replaying that section on loop unapologetically. It is so good. By the time I first arrived to this track, I figured it would probably be the ballad at the end of the album. And although a tad predictable, it still serves its purpose well. There's a reason there's usually a ballad at the end of an album. This is Aespa's first full album after 3.5 years of being active as a group, and one of the top girl groups in their entire generation. It should have a sappy ending at the end of this record, you know what I mean? We've all been waiting for this for a very long time. Melody belongs in a K-drama or ending anime theme. I love the strings in the background. I just kept thinking about how it could be a finale song for them one day, at like a concert with tons of confetti. It's emotional, it's very SM girl group, and it's perfect for the stage. A nice, solid ending to a highly anticipated record from Winter, Giselle, Ningning, and Karina. Armageddon really sticks within the Aespa lore and concept, so this album doesn't have an exorbitant list of genres and influences in comparison to other Aespa records or even other K-pop albums, but it still does some really cool things. So here's how I break it down. Obviously, its umbrella genre is K-pop because that's the large, easy term to put on it, but let's go deeper. I'd put its subgenre as EDM. Most of the songs are, like the name implies, electronic and dancey. Most of the productions have grit, and the ones that don't still fall somewhere under the EDM umbrella. I'd put its niche as hip-hop. Pop music uses hip-hop beats very frequently, and Aespa uses hip-hop to give the songs attitude. While not every track is hip-hop, almost all of them contain elements of the genre, but its micro niche is R&B. Aespa truly shines within R&B, and they frequently frequently incorporate big harmony stacking and inconsistent beats in their music to make all of the gritty elements still unmistakably them, giving us a K-pop album with influences of hyperpop, rap, and pop rock, utilizing predominantly EDM productions with hip-hop beats in conjunction with pop R&B vocal stylings to create a futuristic underground feel and amplify its overarching theme of confidence. At the end of the day, Armageddon is a fantastic record from start to finish. While I personally would have loved some more pop melodies and vocals, that doesn't necessarily mean that the album is lacking either. It flows nicely and it fits their concept well. So if you like K-pop with a little bit of edge, then enter another dimension with Aespa's first full album, Armageddon.